I've had a few people ask me what kind of watches I'd recommend, so I wanted to take some time today to show some of my recommendations and some watches that I have on my wish list. So let's jump right into it. Let's start off the list and talk about the Orient Bambino. It's going to be, in my opinion, the cheapest introduction to automatic watches. And this one's starting at $270. And I really like this watch because it's a leather strap and it's going to be the most versatile piece. I mean, look at this thing. It looks classic. It's got this white dial to it. It's got the date on it. It's got the black leather strap. Everything about this speaks timeless. Next up, we got the Seiko 5. I chose this one as one of my personal favorites, but also a recommendation to you. It's one thing to have a staple piece, something you can wear every day, but it's another thing to have a unique looking piece. Nothing says unique like the color yellow. The options get better, guys. I know what you're thinking. Hey, it's just a Seiko 5. Seiko is like the Toyota, the Lexus of watches. High quality, reliable, great price, going to last you a lifetime. Like, I still have my Seiko 5 that I purchased in 2017 and it is still fine. It looks great. A couple notable features of this watch: it has a see-through case so you can see the back of the movement. It's one of those details where at the price you're getting so much for the watch. Another thing is it's Hardlex glass, and one thing to know about Hardlex glass is, yes, it's less likely to shatter, but it's a little more likely to scratch. So with this one, I wouldn't say it's an everyday watch unless you're very careful. If you're very careful with your watches and you don't think you're gonna bump into things, scratch them, this could be a daily for you. It just really depends on who you are. Seiko is an eye catcher. This color yellow will definitely get you some compliments. I know my Seiko 5 has. This watch retails for $350. Moving down the list, I also think of the Tissot PRX, the Powermatic 80, and this one's retailing for $725. The cool thing about the Powermatic 80 is it boasts its 80-hour power reserve, which is great because, say, if you want to put the watch down and you're not wearing it for the next day or two, you can still pick up where you left off and don't have to worry about that inconsistency in timing. The reason why I think this is a little more of a reliable daily is the glass is made out of sapphire and it has an anti-reflective coating. It's going to be less likely to scratch, a little on the fragile side where the sapphire is more likely to shatter but less likely to scratch. Pick and choose your poison there. Can we just talk about this one right here? This is the type of watch that it's a unique piece. It's like, it doesn't get more cooler than this. The reason why I like it, right, is because it was featured in Men in Black, one of my all-time childhood favorite movies. The great thing about this piece is it's a retro futuristic watch that was made in the 50s. I just love the wingtips that go over the leather straps. It just gives it this weird, unique look. The printing on the dial is so cool. I love everything about this watch. And the great thing about it is you're getting a Hamilton watch at the price of $975. We're talking world-class timepieces. Elvis Presley wore this watch. There's a lot of history, and that's the thing that I love about watches. They all tell a story. All these manufacturers that I'm showing you are quality manufacturers. These aren't your print and press type of things. These people care about their movement. They care about their watches. So this portion of the video is definitely going to be watches that I have on my wish list. Someday I'll own these pieces, but for now, we'll just sit here and we'll enjoy them together. So the watch I'm talking about is the Grand Seiko. This one retails for $4,800. If you're a big fan of the Seiko family, it's only natural that you would go and you'd start looking at some of their more high quality line of watches. So aside from the pure craftsmanship of this watch, it also looks amazing. It's got that tam face. It's got the crocodile straps. The aesthetics of this watch look amazing. A couple of the technical aspects of it. It's got the 72-hour power reserve. So if you put it down for a day, you don't have to worry about it being off time. You can get up, go, put it on, and you're out the house. It also has sapphire glass, so you don't have to worry too much about it scratching as easily as some other watches would. I could really see myself putting this on with a suit, dressing up, maybe with a button-up polo. It's really classy and sophisticated. I just love the timeless look of this watch. And I could really see this being something that I buy down the line in the future. You know, maybe when I have $4,800 to spend on the watch. Now last, but absolutely not least, is the Cartier Santos watch. I'm sure all of you guys here watching have fantasized about this beauty of a watch. This is an absolute dream watch of mine. As you see, retails for $7,050. Maybe that's within your budget. Not in mine right now, but I will say eventually it'll be something I have on my wrist. Aside from the aesthetics, and aside from how great it is, it's an expensive watch. It's something that tells a story. It's ultimately an investment. It's going to hold its value over time. And that's the thing I really like about watches. And Kevin O'Leary says something about this, and he's like, I like to spend money on watches because they don't lose value. They retain their value, unlike most other things. This watch in 10 years, I bet you it goes up. No, but seriously, Cartier really pays attention to the details and the craftsmanship of this watch, which is why it retains its value over time. Specifically, Cartier is one of the few luxury manufacturing brands who create their own movements. So they believe in their product. They believe in the effort that it takes to put this together, which is why you pay what you pay. But like I said, you don't have to worry about something like this losing its value over time. It only goes up. Well, I appreciate you checking out today's video. If you have a passion of watches just like I do, feel free to drop your favorite watch in the comments. And if one of them were included in this list, or you're thinking about buying one, let me know too. Let's have a conversation.